Are we live? Oh, yes, we are. Hey, welcome back to the stream where keeping it real goes wrong whenever I try to stream on my own. Isn't that usually what happens? But we got a live one here tonight. We got AEW Rampage. Well, AEW Rampage is not live. It was taped on Wednesday after Dynamite. But the good thing is I have not seen the spoilers. I don't know what's happened. Don't spoil it for me. It seems like a good episode. You got the Young Bucks, Adam Cole and Bobby Fish taking on the member of Best Friends. You also got the big main event with Eddie Kingston, the Lucha Brothers, and I almost called them LAX for a second, but Santana and Ortiz versus all the jobbers, all the best jobbers in AEW. But so much to do, so much to see. I know I say that a lot, but we got an hour of just action-packed wrestling. Yes, in the chat. Here we go. Ooh, we already have some spicy takes in the chat. Cincy in the chat says, "Rip the SmackDown stream." Absolutely, rip the SmackDown stream. That was just never gonna happen. I should have known better. But they are live here in Dallas, Texas. Again, this was taped after Dynamite, but the crowd was apparently electric for this whole match, and they are gonna kick things off with the Young Bucks, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole, baby, taking on the Best Friends. So, guys, if I haven't already reminded you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. So, interesting thing going on here with the Young Bucks coming out separate from Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish. We got 202 Degrees says, "I want to discuss about how Dave Meltzer has been spreading lies about Bray retiring from pro wrestling because we haven't seen him in over 4 months. Doesn't mean..." So we'll talk about Meltzer. I have a few ideas about Meltzer in myself, but first you gotta introduce Adam Cole, baby. Making his way to the ring. You love Bebe. Love to see Bebe, don't you? And, infamous Bobby Fish coming out with Adam Cole. Interesting. Again, the rumors have been swirling that potentially Kyle O'Reilly could be on his way to All Elite Wrestling. In which case, it's going to be a really fun one, baby. Am I doing it right? Nope. Nope, I did it right the first time. Right? Yep. There we go. Undisputed Era, baby. Whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. Here we go. Young Bucks, Adam Cole, and Bobby Fish, 2/3 of the Undisputed Era in the ring right now, waiting for the best friends, the newest members of Chaos. This is insane. We're seeing the Young Bucks and the Undisputed Era teaming up to take on basically some members of Chaos, even though they're not really the members of Chaos we probably want them facing. Although Orange Cassidy's amazing. Gotta love OC. Since he says Rampage should be pretty interesting, yes, it should be. And speaking of Rampage, I should do my job. That was a loud Adam Cole, baby. I should do my job, and I should change the graphic, shouldn't I? There we go. So that's the match that's currently on the screen as Orange Cassidy's making his way to the ring with Wheeler Yuta and Chuck Taylor. Rocky Romero. Love to see Rocky Rapungi Vice, baby. Trent Beretta making his return as well. He returned from a spinal injury, apparently, or a neck injury, I believe. And he's back. And he got a 3-way BTE trigger from the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby, last week. That was not great for him. But Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta taking on the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish. This is going to be a wild one, isn't it? So hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Feel free to ask your questions in the chat. I will, 202, get to your Dave Meltzer thing. That's more of a long-form thing, I think. So I'll talk about that during the break. 202 Degrees in the chat asks, what is your opinion on Kevin Owens signing back with WWE? He took care of his family, and they probably paid him a shiz ton of money, so I don't blame him. You know, get paid, man. Get paid. As much as you can, get paid. And we knew that was a big thing for Kevin Owens going in, to get paid and take care of his family, and he did exactly that. So I'm happy for him. You know, as a fan, you know, creatively, would I have rather seen him in AEW? Sure, but it's not my decision to make. It's Kevin Owens' decision, right? So since he asked what am I drinking, I am drinking good old non-alcoholic ginger beer. It's basically just ginger ale, but like better. It's like a little spicier. Here we go. So Chuck Taylor starting it off with Matt Jackson. Chuck Taylor going for a roll-up here. 2 count quickly there for Chuck Taylor. Love to see that. And Chuck Taylor going right after Nick Jackson. That wasn't smart. He allowed Matt Jackson the opportunity to get an upper hand. Man, Chuck Taylor, he's someone who I feel like hasn't been used to his full potential, as good old Rocky Romero tagging in. And so it's Rocky Romero and Matt Jackson, as Matt Jackson makes the tag over to Bobby Fish. Boo. I wanted to see Rocky Romero versus Matt Jackson. And Bobby Fish getting a nice chant here. 202 Degrees says, these rumors and people are saying that he did it to get pulled down to NXT till his contract runs out, like Mandy Rose is doing. Nah. He signed a multi-year contract, I'm pretty sure. As we'll get to Kevin Owens talk, Orange Cassidy just tagged in. He very slowly walks to the other side of the ring. Irish whipped Bobby Fish to the corner, but Rocky Romero's doing all the work. Orange Cassidy's being very lazy, winding up his arm, and he just throws him into Rocky Romero. Lets Rocky do all the work. Cover by Orange Cassidy. Wow, no wonder that was a 1 count. He didn't even try. I love Orange Cassidy. The King of Sloth style, Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole, baby. This is the matchup we've all wanted to see. Orange Cassidy, Adam Cole. And Adam Cole seems a little dismayed at Orange Cassidy right now. He does not seem happy. He's measuring him. Let's see what happens here. Oh, here we go. What's that? And Adam Cole going back to the corner. And he tags in Nick Jackson. He doesn't want any part of Orange Cassidy. And here's Orange Cassidy, arms in the air. Kick to the midsection by Nick Jackson. Orange Cassidy definitely regretted that one. Nick Jackson up on the ropes now. Walking tall. Ooh. Oh, Orange Cassidy's walking on the rope now, holding Nick Jackson's arm. And he takes it up, puts his hand in the pocket, but Nick Jackson makes him pay for it. Nope, counter by Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy just playing games. I love this. Orange Cassidy just playing games. Orange Cassidy with the hands in his pockets. Dodges all of the maneuvers from Nick Jackson. He somehow arm dragged him with his hands in his pocket. Leapfrog by Cassidy. And monkey flip, nip up by Cassidy, all while his hands were in his pocket, and Adam Cole just blindsides him. And now Adam Cole is going to work on Orange Cassidy. Hate to see it. 202 in the chat asks, have you heard of, are you familiar with Bray Wyatt's twin Vincent from ROH? No, I am not. Ravens Flock says, great show as always. Thank you. No, I'm not as familiar. I'll look it up real quick. Let's see. Vincent, Ring of Honor. Oh, wow. He looks like... Yeah, he kind of looks like Bray Wyatt a little bit. Like a more slim version of Bray Wyatt. But he also... I don't know. He's like a cross between Bray Wyatt and Brody King. Yeah, a cross between Bray Wyatt and Brody King for sure. I like that. I have not seen much of his work, really. I'm not familiar with that. But I'll check him out. He does kind of look like Bray, though. And they're going in picture. Love to see it. As always. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Cincy in the chat says, I've never been a big fan of Kevin Owens. To be honest, I don't really care what he does. I've always been a big fan of Kevin Owens. I was a huge fan of Kevin Steen, the feud that he had with Generico. He had a good feud with Michael Elgin, who we don't talk about anymore. But they had some great matches. He was always great, and of course, everything he did, like his run in NXT was amazing. His early run in WWE with John Cena was really good. I loved the stuff he did with Chris Jericho, and then he did some really good stuff earlier last year, this year still, with Roman Reigns. So he's always been great. But I mean, as far as him re-signing, I don't think it has anything to do with NXT or any of that stuff. It's got more to do with just, I think, taking care of his family. WWE. Look, I mean, it would be honestly silly, right, of me to come on here and say that, WWE's offering security, because, we've seen them offer people multi-million-dollar contracts and then cut them very shortly after. Braun Strowman is an example of this. Bray Wyatt, I'm sure, was also an example of this. So, I mean, I don't think it's so much about security, but I think it's about, making sure he does what's best for his family, because Kevin Owens is someone you would think, at least, would always have a place in WWE, and that is well liked in WWE. They fought very hard to re-sign him. So I don't see him leaving, I mean, maybe, I don't know how long this contract is exactly, maybe 3-4 years. That's usually how long they are. So maybe 3 or 4 years down the line, that could change. 3 or 4 years down the line, MJF could be in WWE. You never know. So anyway, they're back to the action. Cincy Edit says, I'm weird. I'm just a Finn Balor fanboy. That's not weird. You got to love Finn Balor. You go watch some of his other stuff in New Japan, though, his older stuff. In New Japan, it was actually really great. As here we go. Adam Cole holding Orange Cassidy in a camel clutch as the Young Bucks run the ropes, and they are tripped up by Roppongi Vice on the outside. Rocky Romero and Orange Cassidy grabbing the neck of Adam Cole, and he kisses Adam Cole on the cheek now he rolls him up. 1, 2, no, kick out by Cole. Cole, big elbow shot to the neck of Orange Cassidy. Adam Cole, baby, is not in the mood as he eats a boot from Orange Cassidy. Bobby Fish eats a turnbuckle from Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy on Brett's rope. Off Brett's rope. Leapfrogs. Goes to tag, but no. The Young Bucks trip up his partners on the outside. Adam Cole hits the knee. Cover 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Cassidy. In case you guys can't tell, I'm like lower energy than I usually am. This is more of a chill stream, I guess. I don't know. I'm just chilling. Here we go. Adam Cole looked for Panama Sunrise, countered by Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy looks at his friend Trent, and Trent is in. He ate a BTE trigger from the 3 of these guys last week, and he is taking his revenge. Suplex to Nick Jackson. Here we go. And now double clothesline to Matt and Adam Cole. Trent Beretta, a man possessed. He looks great as he's ever looked. And now Trent Beretta with Adam Cole in the apron. Sent on across the apron. His entire body weight spear on the outside to Bobby Fish. And and Cutler just eats a back body drop. Ouch. And he's spray. I love how Cutler just sprays when he's hurt. He's like, ah. It's hilarious. And diving splash onto Nick Jackson. 1, 2. No. Cincy in the chat says, you really think I haven't seen Finn's New Japan stuff? LOL. I'm literally a Finn Balor fanboy. But are you a Fergal Devitt fanboy? Are you a Prince Devitt fanboy, sir? That's what we need to know. No, I'm serious. I was just saying in case you haven't seen it, 202 Degrees says, will we see Prince Devitt versus Bryan Danielson in AEW Full Gear 22? Man, I don't know. Oh my God, I'll answer that, or I'll get an answer in a second. As Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, the 2 members of Roppongi Vice, working together here. They didn't tag together for years, but they again have not missed a beat, as Excalibur just said. Trent Beretta elbowed Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson. Oh my God, they just hugged in the middle of the ring. Why did they hug? Full Nelson Adam Cole. Full Nelson suplex by Trent Beretta. Oh my God. Trent on Brett's rope. Tripped up. Ooh, hits the back of that neck on the turnbuckle. That's not a good sign. Nick Jackson tags in Matt. And now they tag in Adam Cole, and now they're going for the triple BTE trigger again. Oh, knee in the corner. He's just eating shots in the corner. Here we go. Adam Cole lifting him up. Oh, super kick, neck breaker. My God. And now Bobby Fish on the top rope. Diving headbutt. Cover by Fish. 1, 2. Kick out by Trent Beretta. Man, Trent is trying, to say the least, as I think they're going to pick him up. Dan in the chat says, just joined, what have I missed? You've missed a pretty good matchup between, I can't believe I'm saying this, Roppongi Vice Best Friends versus the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, and Bobby Fish. Wow, what a crazy scenario this is. As Bobby Fish plants Trent Beretta off the top rope. 1, 2. No, broken up by Orange Cassidy as he is fired up. Orange Cassidy just ripped off his armband, and he is all business, Cassidy, now. He is waiting. He's got the orange punch locked in. Eats a boot from Adam Cole. And Adam Cole. Insecurity by Rocky Romero to Adam Cole. And now Adam Cole is down as the Young Bucks wait in the wings. Rocky Romero off the ropes to the outside. And he takes out Adam Cole as Matt Jackson takes out Romero. And now Nick Jackson over the top and taking out Chuck Taylor and Rocky Romero. Oh my goodness. Orange punch to Matt Jackson. And now Orange Cassidy looking to go out. And he does. And oh my God, he did a backflip on everyone on the outside as Trent Beretta roll up on Bobby Fish. No, countered. Trent picks him up. And he's looking to drive him. Cover 1, 2, 3. Best friends win. What a match. That was a really good match. That was really good. What a really good match that was. Let's go to your chat questions. Will we see Prince Devitt versus Bryan Danielson at Full Gear 22? I don't know. Mostly because I'm not sure what Finn Balor's contract status is. I really am not sure what his contract status is. As the best friends are in the four corners surrounding Trent, and they gotta give the people what they want. You love to see it, don't you? I love how Wheeler Yuta's basically just like he's like diet Brandon Cutler. Oh, I can't wait for what's coming up next. Dan Lambert is making his return to AEW. Everyone hates him, and I just love the dude. I think he is a great heel. He gets great heat. Does everything he say, get heat in the right way? No, but I think Dan Lambert is great. Logan in the chat says, who took the pin? Bobby Fish. Of course Bobby Fish took the pin. They're not letting the Young Bucks take the pin. Or Adam Cole, especially. We also have Cincy in the chat, our great mod Cincy. Omar, did you watch Final Battle? I watched most of Final Battle. Yeah, I did watch most of Final Battle. And I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. The main event, I think, I liked the main event, but I thought it was rushed. And I think that's kind of what happens when you have so many matches on a card and it's just structured the way it is, and you have that time constraint. Did it do everything justice? No. I loved Deonna Purrazzo though showing up and confronting Roxy. I think that's gonna set up a great match between those two. But yep, and Titan showed up. Of course, I'm a huge EC3 mark, so love to see that. As I think someone mentioned in the chat. Yep, 202 Degrees says Titan debuted at Final Battle. He did. FTR showed up to take on the Briscoes, salivating at the mouth for that match, of course. So a lot to like from AEW. Well, I did it, didn't I? Hey, could you imagine AEW Final Battle? Well, also, I think AEW, didn't they work? They had to have worked something out, right? They did, because they had AEW wrestlers on the show. So, maybe there was a little bit of wink and a nod. Maybe that all-in footage finally got transferred over to the AEW vault. So hopefully it did. That's where it belongs, if we're being honest. Greg says, is Rampage live tonight? Think anyone will show up? No, it's not live tonight. Sorry, not Greg. Gerg. Sorry about that. No, it's not live tonight. It was taped on Wednesday, but I haven't seen any of the spoilers, so I'm just watching it. The good thing about Rampage is it's very difficult for Rampage to ever be a bad wrestling show, if that makes sense. It is very difficult. It is 1 hour. It is strictly wrestling based from storylines they build off of Dynamite. It's really good. Dan in the chat says All In was ROH. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe there's been talk that Tony Khan might have worked out a deal by sending people to ROH and maybe having a future deal whenever they come back by sending some wrestlers to ROH. They might have worked out a deal where the all-in footage, gets transferred over to AEW, like they take the footage, because yes, it was in partnership with ROH, and they honestly, without ROH, that pay-per-view doesn't happen, if we're being honest. But it really was, though. I think I don't know. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm not. There's no right, wrong. I really think, but I do think that kind of belongs in the AEW kind of sphere or whatever, because it really was the genesis of the entire company with the Young Bucks, Cody, Kenny making that happen. It really was the genesis of the entire company. 202 Degrees in the chat asks, he asks, they ask, what is your opinion on the possibility of Trey Miguel challenging Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship belt? I'd like that. I want Sammy Guevara. I'm interested to see who actually loses. Who he actually loses to. But before we get to that, I'm sorry. Dan Lambert has made his return. Let's take a listen.
But I was not going to allow Tony Khan, man, and Cody Rhodes to screw my guys out of what they have earned. Why does everybody suck up to Tony? Oh, how does he do it? He wears all these hats between AEW and the Jacksonville Jaguars and whatever the hell that soccer thing he calls his does. What is it? When he started this company,
I love how he's just getting mad now.
it's easy for Tony to wear multiple hats because he's so two-faced and he talks out of both sides of his mouth. Like when he started this company and said he was a fan first and foremost. And as a fan, all booking and talent decisions would be made on merit, not friendships or politics. And like any good con man, he started by delivering on those promises to gain your confidence. He pushed.
This is hilarious.
On the skateboard, the hands in his pockets guy, and even little Sammy. He brought in Danielson and Punk.
I love Dan Lambert.
In front of your face with the left hand, the right hand was stabbing you in the back and gifting title shots to undeserving EVPs and friends like Cody Rhodes.
He's cutting deep.
He's turning this company into a late 1990s version of WCW, and he's becoming the very thing he hated the most about this business.
Oh, dear. The booze. The booze.
Has there ever been anybody in the history of the business better at parlaying backstage relationships into title matches, into main events, into fame and fortune, hell, into a primetime reality show that absolutely sucks? I mean, has anybody even watched that thing?
I love Dan. Oh, lights go out. The lights are out. And here comes Cody. And the fans don't know what to do, whether to boo him or what. Cody Rhodes. Oh, God. The chandeliers come down and... Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Good night, Cincy. Oh, dear. Gosh. The fans don't know what to do. They don't know whether to boo this or not, because they hate everyone involved in Elvis. It's amazing.
We have not seen Cody compete.
Cody Rhodes, man, the last time, that is true. The last time he competed in the ring, he set himself on fire, and they still boo him. That's amazing. That is going to be an amazing reference in a promo when he eventually turns heel. That's going to be an amazing reference in a promo when he's like, I set myself on fire for you people, and you still don't like me? It's going to be amazing. Anyway, Cody Rhodes here confronting Men of the Year, All Ego Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and Dan Lambert. Let's see. Cody doesn't have a mic in his hand. I think he's here to fight. Of course, Cody will be taking on Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship. I also think he's going to win the TNT Championship off of Sammy Guevara. He takes the mic from Dan Lambert. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. And Dan Lambert took it back from Cody. Oh, no. Oh, now Cody took it back from Dan Lambert. This is amazing. I'm the only person in the world enjoying this right now. I know it. I love this. Come on, Cody. Actually say something now. Dan Lambert took it back. Dan Lambert took the mic back. And Cody takes it back. Oh, and now he's attacking All Ego Ethan Page. And now it's a 2-on-1 assault. Scorpio Sky and All Ego Ethan Page hammering away on the American Nightmare Cody as Dustin Rhodes, the former Gold Dust, makes his way to the ring to save his little brother, laying him out. And he's face to face with Dan Lambert. And he takes Dan Lambert by the shirt. And no, now they're getting beaten up. Men of the Year just wailing down on the Rhodes brothers now. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky have the upper hand with Dan Lambert looking on. And All Ego Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky have turned their attention to Scorpio Sky. And here comes the TNT champion, Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara saving Dustin Rhodes insecurity to Ethan Page. And now he goes up to the top. Jumps over springboard cutter to Scorpio Sky. Clothesline to the outside to All Ego Ethan Page. Single-handedly saves the Rhodes brothers. What a time. Sammy Guevara, who will defend the AEW TNT Championship against Cody on Christmas. And Cody's looking at him like, ooh, Cody staring a hole right now into Sammy Guevara. And, ooh, dear. Cody Rhodes does not look happy with this save. He does not look happy at all. Oh, I love the semi-heel turn by Cody. The semi-heel turn. As we have Thunder Rosa. I love Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa and the Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa. Oh, I can't speak right. The Jade Cargill versus Thunder Rosa match is going to be great. I can't wait for that. I'm honestly waiting to see who wins this, because I thought originally it was 100% going to be Jade Cargill, but now I could see them giving it to Ruby Soho, honestly. But I think I don't know. I think Jade should win it, but I don't know. We'll see. I know we had some questions I missed in the chat, right? I don't think Bray Wyatt is directing the movie. He's just producing. So apparently it's weird. He's like, so they say he's working on the movie, right? Apparently he's like, yeah, like I think he is like a producer and a like I don't know. I think he might be acting in it, but I'm not sure. One person I know who is acting in a movie coming up is Killer Cross, formerly known as Karrion Kross in WWE, and I believe 202 Degrees in the chat asked a question about that. Asked, oh, Omer, I gotta ask you, Killer Kross is joining the Control Your Narrative storyline on YouTube soon. I hope he is. I love what EC3 is doing with Control Your Narrative. I think it's innovative. I think it's cool. I think it's different. It's not, this is not a 100% comparison, but it's a similar outlet to kind of, like the Bloodsport thing, as far as it's in wrestling, but it's also a different sphere, if that makes sense. Like, it's just cool. It's just cool to see different stuff happening, whether or not you like all of it. You don't have to like everything in wrestling. I think that's the biggest misnomer that people have. Like, you have to 100% like everything. No, there's some stuff you can like. There's some stuff you don't need to like, and that's fine. People like different things. That's why all this stuff exists. Content is king, baby, and that's what I'm here for. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video or stream is released. We're doing a stream tomorrow night, by the way, for the New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to be streaming that whole game live, or streaming? during that whole game, reacting and all that stuff to that game live tomorrow night. So subscribe so you get notified whenever that happens. I think it's like 8 p.m. But yes. And speaking of movies, yeah, Killer Cross is going to be in a movie too. So he's gonna have his hands full too. He's apparently like the lead in an upcoming action movie. Now, do I think that action movie is going to be like Fast and Furious 10? I doubt it, but I think he's got potential as an actor. He could, like, I could see him aesthetically like looking like an action movie. He kind of fits that mold, if you know what I'm saying. 202 Degrees in the chat asks, imagine I was at Rampage backstage with this podcast. Hey, man, if they ever want... I know WWE does this. WWE does, like, a YouTube stream where people react. Like they have, like, talent plus, like, personalities reacting to the pay-per-views while they're live. If AEW ever does that, I'm right here. I am right here, ready, and I can talk about your product 100% of the time. In other words, pay me, Tony Khan. Although everyone, like, it's so weird, dude. You know what's the weirdest thing? When people tell me I'm getting paid by Tony Khan, I'm just like, have you ever seen my YouTube channel? Like, it's not worth paying me. Although I would argue I am worth paying. I am a talented son of a bitch, but but no, I mean, like, people, but it's just crazy. People are like, oh, you're getting paid by Tony Khan. I'm like, Tony Khan is not paying the internet. All right, chill out. RELAX, kids, relax. Logan in the chat says, go Pats, baby. Hey, Pats are doing a really, really good job. They know exactly what their strengths are in every game. Last game I streamed with them, they threw the ball 3 times and ran the ball like 40, so who knows what's going to happen. One thing I do know is Jonathan Taylor might actually run the ball 40 times in this game because he has been eating this season. I believe other than Derrick Henry, he's leading the league in rushing. Actually, he might be past. I think he's past Derrick Henry at this point because Derrick Henry had he had miles on everybody for a while. But we'll see about that. Anyway, it's a wrestling stream, and coming up next, they got Ty Conti. I love Ty Conti. Ty Conti taking on Penelope Ford in a submission match, and they are going right at it here. And Ty Conti's taking it to Penelope Ford. The bell rings. Submission match is on. Ty Conti versus Penelope Ford. Big boot to the face of Penelope Ford. Off the ropes. Conti misses her kick. Penelope drops her to the mat. And now Penelope Ford looking to, I think, lock in a crab. A Boston crab. No. Eats big boot to the face. And Ty Conti now looking for the leg, looking to do some sort of ankle lock. It's Penelope Ford, no, and Penelope Ford is drugged to the ropes by the bunny. The bunny helped her get to the ropes, which it's a submission match. There's no DQs. You can't DQ anyone in a submissions match. And now Ty Conti taking it to the outside. Ty Conti and Penelope Ford on the outside, and Penelope runs Ty Conti into the apron right on the corner, and now some knifing chop to the chest of Ty Conti, and she misses a chop, hits the turnbuckle, the post rather, with her right hand, and Ty Conti is done playing around. There's no more dancing as Conti comes back into the ring. Oh my God, she goes for the armbar. Going for the Juji Katami, as my boy Taz just said. And Penelope Ford very, very smartly, very, very quickly getting to the ropes before Ty Conti could lock in that armbar. Conti, gets driven into the ropes by Penelope Ford. Yeah, I'm surprised Penelope Ford has lasted this long. Penelope doing some jumping jacks, not jumping that, some backflips, eats a knee to the neck, and now the triangle choke by Conti, but Penelope Ford is holding on for dear life. And no, Penelope Ford is able to counter it, and now she's looking for a bone arrow stretch. She's got the neck and the legs locked up of Ty Conti, but Ty Conti bringing her elbows to the ribs of Penelope Ford. Try to break it up. They're going for a pin. No, there's no pinfalls here, as Penelope Ford now mounted by Ty Conti. Ty Conti bringing down elbows onto the neck of Penelope Ford, and now here's Ty Conti going for another. Oh my God, Ty Conti is about to rip her arms apart. Ty Conti, oh my God. Wrenching both shoulders back of Penelope Ford, and now the bunny distracting the referee. Giving Penelope some time, giving her time to get up. Penelope Ford now takes Ty Conti up and over. But Ty Conti has a choke on Penelope Ford on the other side of the ropes. But Penelope Ford, they're going up to the top turnbuckle here, with Penelope Ford in front of Ty Conti, with her back to Ty Conti, I should say. And now, I don't know why they're on the ropes. This is a submissions match, pal. As Ty Conti looks for a cutter, no go. Ty Conti now. The Dragon Sleeper by Penelope Ford. She can't get it in. And now Penelope changing her positioning of her hands. Still a little bit of a neck crank. I don't even know what that would be, but as, oh my God, this Penelope Ford about to make Ty Conti submit. I'm gonna be so mad if that's a standing crossface. Ricky Starks is on the call. I forgot about that. This is the first time I've heard Ricky Starks all night. As Ty Conti's able to get out of that standing crossface. And now Conti misses the clothesline. Eats a cutter by Penelope Ford. And now wrenching back at the neck is Penelope Ford. Conti going back to the rope, trying to get her feet on there, and she does. Rope break there. Dan in the chat says Ty Conti is proof that WWE does not know how to use good talent. It's proof that they are short-sighted, I think, in the way they evaluate talent sometimes. Ty Conti's done playing games. Big boot to Penelope Ford. Looking for another one. Countered by Ford. Eats a back kick by Ford. Ford off the ropes. Looking for... Ty Conti reverses it. And it's over here. Ty Conti. The arm capture. Nowhere for Penelope Ford to go. And she is tapping out. As Ty Conti gets another dub here. Could be on her way one day to another title match. Like, she's really good. She's going to be a champion one day. And now the bunny using the brass knucks. Oh, that was dirty. The brass knucks knocking out Ty Conti. And now here's finally Anna Jay with a steel chair. Running the bunny off. Oh, man. They need to come up. They need to already have these women's tag team belts. Like, this is just... like, this feud was literally made for tag team belts. They need to just do it. Just full send, baby. Full send. Also, full send to all of you guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new videos release. And they're announcing the Owen Hart Cup. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So they announced stuff for the Owen Hart Cup. So it's going to be 2 tournaments, 1 male, 1 female, all culminating at Double or Nothing in May. So that's really cool. Martha Hart's going to be there apparently to present the Owen, or the Owens, I should say. That's awesome. That's awesome that Owen Hart is his name is still around. He's finally getting honored in a proper way. Oh, and next week, Hook versus Bear Bronson on Christmas Day. Sammy Guevara defending against Cody Rhodes at TNT Championship. I'm so hyped. And then live on January 8th, Saturday night, Fight Night, baby. They got the good Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Riho. That's going to be AEW's first big special as Mark Henry Mark Henry's doing his pre-main event interview. 2.0, Max Caster, Anthony Bowens.
Let's take a moment and enjoy the early Christmas miracle that we're witnessing here, because Eddie Kingston actually found some people who can stomach him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Isn't that typical Eddie Kingston? You can't take the heat, can you, Eddie? You never could, and you never will. You see, over the last couple weeks, we've given you a couple tastes, haven't we? But tonight it all comes to an end, man. Tonight, you and your boys, you get the whole thing. And Penta says everyone loves the Acclaimed. And everyone's gonna
I love the Acclaimed.
yeah, now we're gonna talk about that.
Eddie Kingston is done.
Look, I don't want to do this, but we're gonna beat your asses, man. Let's hurry up. Mark, do your thing. It's time. All that jazz. Get out of
I love Eddie Kingston.
Looks like there's been enough time. It's time for the main event.
I love that. I love that.
Main event, the huge 10-man tag team match.
I stand over Mark Henry saying it's time for the main event. Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Main event coming up next after they're done with these commercial breaks. So just so you guys can see who's in that main event. Let me show that to you. There we go. What a stacked-ass main event. The Lucha Brothers, Rey Fénix and Penta, with Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz taking on Danny Garcia 2.0 and the Acclaimed. That is a stacked card right there. That's a stacked main event, rather, I should say. What a 10-man tag that's gonna be. There's not one person in here who I don't like. Like, I love what 2.0 have done since they've been in AEW. Daniel Garcia is gonna be a star. He's, think about it like this. He's like basically Mr. Main Event of Rampage. He's main evented, I think, more Rampages than anyone else has. This dude is he's great, and it's for a reason. He's great in the ring, and I'm glad after the accident and everything he's gone through after the injury, he's finally come back to a great place here. Logan in the chat says, I do wish Bobby Fish would not have taken the pin just in case KO does debut. No, KO's not debuting. KO is not debuting. Kyle O'Reilly, though, is probably on Wednesday, I think. Well, I mean, there's a lot of rumors and innuendo going around, but I don't know. I feel like Holiday Bash would be really good because Adam Cole is teasing, I think He says that Adam Cole last week in a segment on AEW Dynamite said he's got a present that he's going to give the Young Bucks on AEW Holiday Bash on Wednesday. So is that present going to be Kyle O'Reilly? I really hope so, because remember, according to Jim Cornette, anyone who comes out of a box is going to be over like Rover, mother trucker, as he would say. But absolutely, I'm can't wait for that. Again, Kevin Owens just recently re-signed apparently a multi-year deal to stay with WWE, so he's not going to be going to AEW anytime soon. But I think, Kyle O'Reilly coming in is going to offer a very different perspective, because then you're going to do, eventually when Kenny comes back, you're going to do the 3-on-3 match. You're going to do the Elite versus the Undisputed Era or the Undisputed Error or whatever they're going to be called. It's going to be cool. We got more questions in chat. A lot of them from 202 Degrees. 202 Degrees, they ask, Omer, I want to see Hook versus Daniel Garcia in a submission match. You just literally made me salivate, sir. That would be amazing. I think you keep those two apart, though, for a while, because, they're both young heels. I think you keep them apart, though. That's definitely a feud down the line. It's going to be great. I would like to see Daniel Garcia do a feud with Jungle Boy. I think those matches would be really good. I want to see Daniel Garcia kind of do some more one-on-one stuff. I know he's doing a thing with 2.0, with 2.0 being his dad's. But I mean, I don't know. I think that would be a great match though down the line. Ty Conti is going to be champion in 2022. Should be, damn well should be, but not before Thunder Rosa. That Rosa Britt Baker match is going to be off the hook. Although you could have Britt Baker win that and then lose to Ty Conti later. Any possibilities great. 202 Degrees in the chat says, I also heard rumor that Vincent from ROH could be joined the House of Black because Brody and Malachi know him. Yeah, that is possible for sure. As here comes the main event. Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz, and the Lucha Bros. All coming out at once. Eddie Kingston, all business, going right to the ring. He's here to fight. He's not here to do anything else.
And you can take a vivid trip through the mind of AEW's own Jon Moxley. Mox, the book, now available wherever.
Eddie Kingston in the middle of the ring, not celebrating, not playing to the fans. He is here to kick ass and leave. And here come the Acclaimed. Let's hear what Max Caster's got to say today. Yo, here we go. I'm going to judge it. Okay.
The Acclaim, we gonna take you away. We like the CIA and you JFK. Oh, gee.
Oh my gosh. And Eddie Kingston just goes and attacks the Acclaim. It's a brawl on the outside. What a line there by Max Caster. That was hilarious. Oh my god, that was hilarious. As they are brawling on the outside, it is a free-for-all. This might as well be a tornado tag. The bell is not rung. 2.0. Daniel Garcia and the Acclaimed versus Pentagon and Rey Fenix, Santana and Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston. I would try to explain what I'm seeing here, but it's just pure mayhem. It is just, imagine just pure mayhem as Max Caster gets run into the steel post. Danny Garcia gets run into the stairs by Eddie Kingston. And Anthony Bowens, who I'm very high on. I think Anthony Bowens is really, really good. Anthony Bowens is getting some offense in. Love to see that. As they are fighting all over the ringside. Again, the bell has not rung yet. This is not an official match as of right now. They are just brawling. A brawl has broken out in the main event of AEW Rampage. Guys, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released, as Daniel Garcia gets suplexed on the outside. And I think we finally have a match, hopefully, as the brawling continues on the outside. But Max Caster and Penta are in the ring. Zero miedo, baby. No fear at all in the eyes as Eddie Kingston tried to bring in a steel chair. I love Eddie Kingston, and he's telling the ref, like, what? For what? I'm just, dude, the bell rang. The bell rang. Eddie, you don't want to get your team disqualified. As Caster and Phoenix, or now Caster and Penta, I should say, face to face. Oh, and Caster not take kindly to that heat with an elbow to Penta. Penta with a chop to Caster. Chop by Caster, not facing Penta as Penta delivers another one. Penta is asking him to chop him, and now Penta goes in on the offense. Irish whip to the corner. Tag to his brother Rey Fenix, arguably the best performer in pro wrestling, Rey Fenix. Thrust kick, double axe handle. Not axe handle, why did I say that? Double kick. And now a double super kick by the brothers. Here we go. Lucha Brothers. Oh, planting Max Caster. Cover here by Phoenix. 1, 2. No. Kick out by Max Caster. And Max Caster going face to face with 2.0 now. Love to see it. 202 Degrees in the chat says, Omar, this is the best Rampage episode so far. This is a very good episode of Rampage. Best so far. There have been a lot of really good episodes actually of Rampage. Rampage is a very underrated show, but this is a really good one. I will say that. I've enjoyed this one. Again, that's the beauty of AEW Rampage. It's 1 hour long. It is quick, action-packed. Like, it is very hard to make Rampage a bad show, and that's why it's so good. Oh my god. And they're just absolutely leveling Anthony Bowens, who recently tagged in while I was talking. But yes, he did say the CIA JFK thing, which I thought was hilarious. And they are going in picture in picture. 202 Degrees in the chat says, bro, if the Acclaimed brought out Eminem on Double or Nothing, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. They got to get somebody. Eventually, they got to get like a big rapper to do an angle with them. It's good clout. It's good clout for both sides. 202 Degrees in the chat says, Omar, I want to see Ray. I want to see Ray Hours versus Ray Phoenix on Rampage main event. Who's Ray Hours? I'm assuming that was like a misspelling or something. But look, anything involving Ray Phoenix in a main event, I want to see. I don't care whether it's Ray Hours. I don't care whether it's me. I'm sure he would make me look like $1 million. Because that's what Ray Phoenix does. He's the best performer. He's the best performer in wrestling. Like his matches are the most fun to watch, and he's great. And I'm talking about all around the world, including everyone, including Bryan Danielson, who I'm like the biggest Bryan Danielson fan ever. But yeah, Dan in the chat says, honestly, I'm not a fan of Caster. For some reason, I don't like him. Maybe that means he's a good heel. Again, the wrestling is like it's to an extent supposed to be a little bit of a variety show. There's supposed to be a little bit of something for everybody. Max Caster, I think he's just entertaining, and like he's got an angle or he's got like a gimmick that's over. So let it be over. That's what I like about AEW. They actually let things and allow things to be over, as opposed to waiting on it or waiting for them to earn it. Like Hook is the perfect example of AEW just saying, this guy is over. Let's roll with it. And they rolled with it. And what happened? Everybody was talking about it. Everyone was excited about it. And Hook is now like he beat out CM Punk for #1 selling merch on ProWrestlingTees.com. So it moved money. It moved merch. It's a needle mover, pal, as Roman Reigns would say. So I just like the fact that they let people be over it, because let's be honest, if Hook was in WWE, he would have some sort of weird gimmick for months, maybe years on end in NXT, and then would he translate to the main roster? No. Sometimes you got to catch like lightning in a bottle and go with it, right? Or at least that's just how I view it. Sorry about that. The mic. I just accidentally ran my finger across it. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. 202 Degrees says, Dragon Lee from Ring of Honor. Oh, Dragon Lee versus Ray Phoenix. Please, please, please give me that. Yeah, so he said that Biles comment. I get it. I get that one. I thought the more egregious one was definitely the Duke Lacrosse comment. I thought that was, you don't go there. I really thought you don't go there. Like, that was too much, and again, you can argue like, oh, it's entertainment, but I don't know. That seemed like genuinely bad taste, and I think universally accepted by everyone as bad taste. The Simone Biles one, and I'm someone who has gone through similar things with anxiety and whatnot, right? And I think that was less egregious, significantly less egregious than the Duke Lacrosse, because it was a current event, I guess. It's comedy. It's not. I don't know. I'm not the one who's supposed to be making decisions for this kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm just a loudmouth on YouTube, as you guys can wonderfully see. By the way, if you love to hear my loudmouth talk about a lot of things, you can hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's got Real Take Wrestle Talk on Tuesdays, live right here on the YouTube channel. Real Take Sports Talk every week. Also, tomorrow night, where I'm going to be reacting, live streaming the game between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts, live right here on this channel. As here we go, Ray Phoenix taking it to 2.0. Oh my God. Jeez, he is a one-man wrecking crew. And now he turns his attention to Daniel Garcia. I cannot explain what I'm seeing right now. Ray Phoenix is just amazing. He is just amazing. As Garcia prone on the canvas, Ray Phoenix up on the top rope. Phoenix spinning knee to the face of, oh my God. How? And Ray Phoenix. I love Ray Phoenix. I don't know. I don't know what to how to explain this. It's just amazing. 202 Degrees says, Omar, are you watching the Jake Paul fight tomorrow? No. Not live, at least. I will watch it eventually, but I'm not going to watch it live. Omar says, 202 Degrees says, the Lucha Bros go up and over, taking out 2.0 on the outside. 202 Degrees in the chat asks, Omar, we all been through someone roasting us for fun. It's about smiling away with a middle finger. You can't pay attention to people, right? You can't pay attention to assholes. Here we go. Santana now, pile driver on Anthony Bowens as Max Caster waiting in the wings, diving cross body on Santana as Eddie Kingston. Belly-to-belly suplex by Kingston. And now Garcia and Kingston. The reason Eddie Kingston called for this match, roll up here by Garcia, has the tights. 3 count. He had the tights of Eddie Kingston. Daniel Garcia just pinned Eddie Kingston, and now 2.0 and Daniel Garcia are taking it to Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston was just pinned by Daniel Garcia. Oh my God. And they are just taking it to prone Eddie Kingston. It's a 5-on-1 assault on Eddie Kingston. They've wrapped the chain around the boombox. Have the Acclaimed, and now Eddie Kingston is about to get his face rammed in to a chained up boombox. Boom. Hit it but here comes. The music is playing. Is the Jurassic Express on their way to make the save? As Jungle Boy attacks them from behind. Jungle Boy. Christian Cage. Luchasaurus. Taking out everybody. But it might have been a second or two too late. As Eddie Kingston ate that boombox to the face. And here we go. Luchasaurus big boot to Max Caster. As Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus face to face with Rey Fenix and Penta. Jungle Boy picking up the tag titles and handing them. Throwing one to Rey Fenix. Ooh, I love this. The tension is building. They're asking for the handshakes. And they got him. But this is a match, baby. This is going to be a match. The Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express. I definitely called it Jurassic Express the Lucha Express way too many times in my life. But, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I love this song, too. On my own. Like Tarzan boy. You got to love it. As Kingston is chasing 2.0. I love this. I love it. It's just wacky. It's just wacky, nonstop fun. It's just, that's what Rampage is. It's just fun. It's just fun. As Jungle Boy is doing a little dancing in the ring. See, you always end it on a good note. Always end it on a fun note. Logan in the chat says, don't know if you remember the BTE when the Bucks talked to Cole before poisoning. Oh, I remember that. I remember that for sure. And they talked to KO. Cole thought they were talking about Kyle O'Reilly, but they're actually talking about Kevin. Yeah. But I was talking about Kyle. Yeah. No. The amount of lore that goes into BTE is crazy. But that's the best part about it, right? Like it's like an add-on for the extra fans too, or for like the fans who watch it. It means something. Everything means something, right? That's the best part. Anyway, let's go to the chat again. 202 Degrees says, I love how Santana is doing the Jeff Hardy tease, copying Hardy's spray paint from Cyber Sunday. Ooh, that's a callback. Didn't even notice that. Dan in the chat says, would you want to face Jeff Hardy in AEW or a Willow to show up and attack Matt? I mean, you would have to do the face, right? Originally, like, when he comes in, you would have to do a face because Matt's a heel if you're going to that feud. If not, I mean, you could bring Jeff Hardy in as a heel and then have him, I don't know. There's ways to do this, but I like the Matt HFO faction being heels. I just wish they would do something a little more with them. I think the Butcher and the Blade are amazing as a tag team, like really good and underrated as a tag team. They can work. And I don't know what's going on with Private Party. Why they're not having matches on Rampage or Dynamite. Like, they're really good, but I get it. There's not a lot of time. 2 Degrees in the chat says, I think Willow will show up at Double or Nothing. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit. I think Jeff Hardy's doing, like, his own thing. He's got concerts lined up. He's doing his own thing right now. So, will he show up eventually? I think maybe, but we'll see. Hopefully he's doing well with everything, that's going on, though. Again, I'm not trying to speculate. I'm just hoping he's doing well. Dan in the chat says, with Matt being a heel right now, I don't know how they pop Jeff Hardy coming out. Yeah, I think, give it time. They'll figure it out. They usually do. And that's Rampage. Again, it's an hour-long show, easy to watch, easy to get through, action-packed, and it's always a bunch of fun. That's actually why I like when I can do these Rampage streams, I like to do them because they're easy. They're easy to do. And whether it's a small group, whether it's big, I don't care. Like, I'm just here having fun watching wrestling. And isn't that why we're just having fun? People, I know there's a lot of people who want to watch wrestling to like, oh my God, I'm gonna tweet about how mad I am about this pay-per-view. Like, no, I mean, do I get mad about wrestling sometimes? No, I mean, mad is like a strong word. I've gotten mad at certain situations, of course, but, am I angry? Am I like, oh, I'm not, no. It's not that much stress, bro. It's not like stress. I'm not stressing out about, what millionaires and like people that are richer than me are doing in their storylines. It's a show. Do I get frustrated with creative stuff? Of course, but it's a show. I get frustrated with wrestling the same amount I get frustrated with like Game of Thrones, and I did get frustrated with Game of Thrones season 8. So, but yeah, like I think people though do take it a little too seriously sometimes, which I get. We'll see. Last few chats. 202 Degrees in the chat says, I think Matt Jackson brings out Willow to attack Matt Hardy, and then we have Matt versus Matt Hardy. Interesting. Could get a little bit of Young Bucks versus the Hardys. Book it, brother. They had a great match a few years ago at what was it? Was it Supercard of Honor? They had it was some indie show, but I think it was Supercard of Honor, like in 17 or something. They had a great, like, it was a ladder match. Great match there. 202 Degrees in the chat says, Omar, I had a great time with Rampage tonight, man. This was a solid 9.9 tonight. Absolutely. It was a really good episode of Rampage. I agree. Logan in the chat says, I'm excited to head to Indy for the New England game tomorrow. Oh my God, absolutely. That's going to be great. And if you guys are out there and you're not heading to the game, be sure to check out our stream of this game. The New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis Colts live tomorrow night right here on the YouTube channel. Saturday Night Football. What a great time to be alive. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And like Dan in the chat says, night, people. Good night, Dan. Good night, 202. Good night, Logan. Good night, Cincy. Good night, everybody. Until next time, keep it real.